All right, so we are looking at our Success Club board. So every single point you earn goes towards your trip to Riviera Maya. If you have not gotten an invitation to go to Riviera Maya, or you have not opted in to go to Riviera Maya, you will not get an invite if you haven't opted in. So you need to make sure you you opt in, you go to successclubtrip.com. I think it's /2023, but it's successclubtrip.com. You will be able to register there, get your name on the list, and as you earn Success Club points, you'll be invited off of the list so that you can go with us on the trip. So if you're a brand new coach, make sure you go and register to successclubtrip.com so that way you can get an invitation to go with us on the trip. All right, let's see. What else do I don't know if I have any major housekeeping things I wanted to go over. So tonight I wanted to, number one housekeeping thing. Summit is, I think, 65 days away, 65 days till we are in St. Louis, Missouri together. I have to keep telling myself where it is. We've rented 2 huge houses. If you're a brand new coach or you're like, what the heck is Coach Summit? Coach Summit is our biggest coaching convention of the year. It's when all the coaches come together. It's really our only massive coaching convention of the year. All the coaches come together. We have speakers. Bob Heilig is one of the speakers this year. Who's the other one? Brennan Bouchard, right? Brennan Bouchard and Bob Heilig are the 2 main speakers this year that are going to come. They are massively well known in the self-help realm, the personal development realm. Very good motivational speakers. They're going to come talk business. They're going to come talk mindset. And then we're going to learn about new products, new programs. My guess is that they will have some strawberry lemonade energized for us to try. There's probably going to be some new apparel there's like they set up a huge store for all the Beachbody stuff. So I'm sure that there's going to be some new apparel there. They usually even have shoes, all the things. So it'll be really fun for us to go shop, learn from the top coaches in the network that will be presenting, hearing from all the super trainers, working out with the super trainers, and then just being together. So if you're going, a few things to make sure that you are aware of. We have an option for you to earn all of your food that is in the house. So we get groceries delivered to the house. You earn Success Club in April, May, and June. You get $20 towards your food each month so that you can get your food paid for. We also have Thursday morning. A lot of people are getting there Wednesday afternoon or Thursday morning, but Thursday morning we are going to a little lake nearby and we are renting some boats, some kayaks, canoes, paddle boards, and going out on the lake that morning. So if you guys aren't going, you should be going. And if you haven't gotten a spot yet to stay with us, message us ASAP and get a spot in the houses. They are full, but there's a few people that are selling their spots because they can't go. So that's Summit. And I think that's all about Summit. Does anybody have any questions about Summit? Everybody good on Summit? Anyone not going that wants to go? Okay. I see that hand over there, Katie. We need to get you there. All right. So we are going to be talking tonight about content. Number one thing I get all the time is not number one thing, but one of the questions that I get a lot is like, how do you post your videos on Instagram? Or how do you have such great photos? Or how do you edit your pictures? Or I can't come up with ideas on what to talk about or what to post. Anybody fall into any of those categories? Yeah, lots of those categories. Okay, so we are going to start with how do we film our videos for Instagram? I'm going to share how I do it. And if you guys how do we share our workout clips is what I meant to say. But if you do it a different way that I do it, feel free to share your way after I share my way. But what I do is, first of all, I have a tripod. My tripod is a POS right now. I need a new one. It's like flops every time I use it, but just a tripod off of Amazon for like $15. They don't last forever. They last as long as you don't let your kids play with them. And just travel easy. They can shove them in your backpack, take it with you on the trips, take it with you wherever you go, take it outside, take it inside. It's just an opportunity for you to keep your phone up somewhere so that you can take photos without having to take a selfie every time, because really social media is not the place for posting selfies, right? So what we do is we put it in the tripod. We use the self timer mode on Instagram. So if you go to Instagram, where I would just go into, like, I was going to create a story, right? So I have some, and I put it on here like I'm going to create a story. I flip my camera so that I can see where I am in my camera. So it's like selfie mode. Here. Is it selfie mode right now? No, it's not. Okay, so it's selfie mode, so you guys can see yourselves in the screen right now. And then I pick a filter. I like having my things filtered. Some people don't. Some people go through phases, whether they filter or they don't. And I just find one that I really like. I just have one that kind of changes the colors, makes me look tanner and my hair whiter. And I don't like the ones that like distort my face. I used those like for like a minute when they were really trendy, and I couldn't even stop staring at myself while I was trying to like take a picture or a video. So then you hit the little arrow over here, and then you choose hands-free. So when you hold down the button, it's going to give you a countdown, 3, 2, 1. This is now in your tripod, and you continue working out. So I would be continuing to work out, and I would let this run for the full minute. So it's just going to run for the full minute. And then once it runs for the full minute, you have the opportunity to save which clips you want out of the workout, or out of the, like, so see, it has one little clip, and now it's recording the second little clip, and it's just going to keep going. And then it'll give me the second clip, and it'll do 4. So the first one, I'm usually like walking away from my camera, getting back into my workout. And then I'll save like the second clip or the third clip, and I will save one of those. And then I'll just do that a couple times throughout my workout and save a couple clips and have it for my work. That just shows that I did my workout. I am not sitting there recording 30 minutes and then like clipping it down. I don't do that. I don't have enough memory on my phone for that. So I just save these little clips, and then I upload them and then delete them. Anyone else have a different way that they record their workouts that works for you? I use the video on my camera, then use my stopwatch to stop and start the videos on it. Yeah. Monica, I honestly saw you doing that in your videos before. I'm like, why is she checking her watch every 4 seconds? I'm like, what does she think her heart rate is changing that fast? Like, I was always so wondering why you were checking your heart rate so much. And then I never realized until you were at Super Saturday last week what you were doing. And then I was like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't track my heart rate at all. I don't even pay attention. I just I normally use my nose, or I'm like clicking randomly during my workout when I have like a small break just to stop it. But I do like short increments, so then I can save it as a reel, but then I can re-upload it as a reel later for like inspo music and stuff.
Yeah, it makes sense. I just always thought, because I was always seeing you like tapping it, and I'm like, what does she care that much for? So yeah, you can use your watch if you have an Apple Watch and you have an Apple phone, like they sync together so that you can like start and stop your camera from your watch. Jamie.
You can also, I use Insta to record, but you can upload one story at a time to Facebook and trim it. Trim is an option. So say you're like picking your wedgie, picking your nose, farting. I don't know.
Who does
You wanna
that?
trim that
You're
out?
gross.
Well, look, I'm a mess. So I got to trim it. So I'll upload it. I'll like save it, 3 dots, save, take it to Facebook and trim it so that I can still use the video.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know you could do that. That's smart. So, you can also do it this way. So these are the little clips that it just recorded since we were sitting here. So if, say, I want that second clip, I just click on that second clip. And so if I don't want the second clip, I can click on it, and there's that little trash can right above it. If I do want it, now I have the second clip selected only, and then I just go up here to the 3 little dots and click save. So then that one clip will save. It's not going to save the whole thing. So once I save that, now that's in my camera roll, I can just edit it in my camera roll and make it shorter if I want to. So I can edit it that way too. So yeah, that is videos for Instagram. So
That's one of
let's,
those work smarter, not harder things. Because I
Yeah.
was like, it takes me forever to do it, but I record on my phone. I don't do the story thing. So I need to definitely try that.
yeah, it just makes it so you don't have that long video in your phone. You know what I mean? So you don't have to have that whole,
That's what I do. But then once I clip it, I just delete the entire long video.
so you record your whole workout.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's like
I
a
do
40-minute workout, and then I go and I'm like, there's that one, there's that one, there's that one, and it's like 30 seconds long, and then I delete the whole 40-minute workout.
I just record like one round. Like if it's like you do like 6 minutes and then you do it again, I just record that 6 minutes and then I don't look at my phone again until I'm done working out. Because if I record on Instagram, I'm gonna be on Instagram while I'm working out, not doing my workout. So I've tried that and I know it is super fast, but I cannot handle it. So I leave my phone on the tripod, I record, and then I ignore it for the rest of my workout.
Yeah, you got to
So
totally figure out what works for you.
That's
There was-
exactly what I say. Whatever works for you.
Yeah. When I was doing 80-day obsession, you know how it's like 3 rounds sometimes? The first round, I would like record clips. And then the second round, I would take photos. In the third round, I went live because at that point I was just done. And I would like go live in on Facebook or in our Facebook group or something. And I remember doing that like often when I was doing 80-day obsession, but you just kind of figure out what works for you and
And
keeps
if
you.
you're afraid of putting your workout on your story, you can record longer chunks and like use a video editing app and speed yourself up for the first couple weeks so that like people can't really see what you're doing, but you're still showing that you're working out. And then the more comfortable you get, slow it down a little bit. And then the more comfortable you get, stop speeding yourself up. But like you don't have to just like dive right into it, but there's ways to show that you're working out and build up your confidence in that too.
You also don't have to share your workout. You do not have to share workout clips. Most coaches honestly don't. It's something our team definitely has like gotten used to because I feel like I led from the front on that one and then everyone just thought they had to, but you actually don't have to share videos of your workout every day. You could be like, you could share more of an informational thing, like do these 3 moves 10 times and give like workouts to your team or to your audience. You could just show that you worked out, a sweaty selfie or a picture of you in your gym or anything like that. You want to have proof that you're working out every day, but how you do that can be totally up to you and however you feel excited about that. Whatever you feel like is adding value to your people, just go with that. But like a lot of coaches don't do what we do and share like these little workout clips and stuff. So whatever you feel comfortable with. But the number one thing you take away from this conversation right now is you show up every single day with your fitness journey because there's a million coaches out there. Why you? People are joining you because they know how consistent you are. And if they don't know that, they need to figure that out. So you need to show them how consistent you are just by showing up every single day. Okay, the next thing we're going to talk about is, everybody just kind of was talking about it, editing apps. There's so many options out there for editing apps, but the purpose of an editing app is not to edit the photo, it's to enhance the photo, right? So your job isn't to go in there and like Photoshop some abs on, some bigger muscles and do the things. Which we did. There was an app that was really fun for that, and you could like put tattoos on your body and stuff. It was really fun. But the purpose of editing your photos is just to like brighten up a room. Sometimes if it's a picture of you on the beach, it's to like remove somebody out of the background, but it's just to like brighten your photos and make them a little bit more scroll stopping, make your feed look a little bit more cohesive and all like the same color scheme type thing. For the most part, I just make my hair look white and my skin look tanner. But sometimes maybe you want to erase a pimple off your face or something like that. I use the app Lightroom. So this is Lightroom. I do have the paid version of this, and I'll just show you a couple like little quick edits. I do have the paid version of this. I'm trying to see if we can make it. So isn't there a way I can like zoom from my phone and share my phone screen? Is there a way to do that?
You probably just have to get on Zoom from your phone as
I'm
the
going to
host.
try it right now because that would be way easier. We're gonna see if this works.
I mean, I've never done it, but in theory, yes, you should be
In
able to.
theory, you should be able to, right?
What did you say your app was called?
Lightroom,
Like GHT or?
It's
Light, yeah, Lightroom, it's Adobe. So I do have the paid version. I think, what is it? Ashley, you have it too. Is it like $10 a month? Not even,
Maybe $4.99.
maybe.
I think it's $4.99.
Okay, something like that. It's not very expensive, but I will say that it's worth it, even if it is $9.99 a month. It is worth it to me because it just takes my photos and just makes them like more of a scroll stopping photo.
Even if it's $10 a month, I use it every single day.
Is it $10 a month?
Even if it is, I don't know, but I use it every day. So it's even if it is, it's worth the $10 in my opinion.
Even the free version though, I really liked.
If nobody knows how much it is, that means it's really not that much because it's not a, you guys.
Yeah, I think I use the free version, or maybe I don't, but I think I just have a preset saved.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this, guys. We getting fancy over here. Let's
Oh.
open
Let's
it.
say I have the free version, but you can get presets on like Etsy and upload them to your account.
Okay, so this is the app. So just to give you reference, this was the photo originally, and then I just brightened it up a little bit. Like that's my edit. I'm not doing anything crazy to the photos. But so what you can do, if you look down at the bottom, there are that preset option here. I have a bunch of presets that I've uploaded into here. So some that I use, this one's called Bright and Airy. There's some other ones that like they just change the feel and look. And then you can customize each of these like a little bit different. I'm trying to go, I use this one often. So you kind of just figure out like, what look do you like? What colors, what vibe do you enjoy? Do you want like a darker photo? What exactly like works for you? And then you can, I'm gonna get out of there. You can get some presets, you can try them out. There's actually, I have a ton of presets. All of these ones that I've bought, I've posted in the team page. So if you look up presets in the team page, there's like Google Drive links where you can download these presets. I've already given them to you. Then at the bottom, you can change the exposure. So it just like, this is what the original photo was. It was just darker and I just brightened it up a little bit. All I'm doing is brightening up the photo just to make it a little bit pop a little bit more. And then this is where I can go in and take out those yellows like I was explaining. So like you can just take out the yellow, make your hair look blonder, make your floors look not so orange, whatever. But I use this Lightroom app. And then at the top, that little square button, this one up like way at the top, the square with the arrow is what you'll do to export to your camera roll. And then you have your new photo in your camera roll, just like it was before. So you can upload to here. I keep trying to use my computer to change this. So you can upload to here and then you can download to here. And so say I just did this photo and I really like this preset that I made. Like I want to use that, the same edits that I used on this one. I can go in here and copy the settings. So I can take all those settings and then I can go into just say one of these other pictures from the other day and apply them. So that way, now my Instagram feed is going to start to look the same because it has the same colors and the same cool tones and warm tones and everything else. And then you can always go in and change this however you want, if you want to like adjust it by any means. But that way you can start to get that Instagram grid looking cohesive. Does that make sense? All right, this is an app I definitely recommend to everyone. This is the only photo editing app I use now, other than if I'm using like layout to put two photos side by side.
Can you show me on your home screen what the little icon looks like?
Oh, yeah. That top left.
Thank you.
LR, no problem.
Stephanie,
Yeah.
I have a question for like new coaches like me who are like, really new, and maybe for you too, but because you might have, did this when you first started, but do you just jump right into your Instagram page that you already had, clean it up as much as you can? But like, I have like 1,000 Instagram posts and I went through and deleted some of the dumb ones and some of the ones that just, you know, were like stupid selfies or irrelevant, you know, just stuff that didn't need to be there. But, or do you go in and do you make a whole new page? Because I didn't see how to do that either.
Yeah,
So
you don't want to make a new page. You're going to use what you already have, use your existing page, and you're going to still continue to post like you. I don't want a new person coming in here and taking over your social media, but you're still going to post. But you're just going to realize that you went from this home being your home to now this home being your business. You know what I mean? Like, so you went from having nobody care to now you have the eyes on you. So you want to make sure that you're being professional. Your posts are like, you know what I mean? Like you're still being you, but now there's purpose behind it. So that was what I messaged you earlier. We definitely need to make like a announcement post of some sort just to kind of like start it off and be like, I'm doing this program, you should do it with me kind of thing, without it being like, I am now a Beachbody coach. We don't really kind of go that direction anymore, but just kind of announcing the fact that you have this opportunity, because then it'll just feel easier to start posting about it, because you're not going to be like, they have no idea what I'm talking about, because you just kind of get it off your chest.
Okay.
Yeah. But you do not need a new profile. Anybody, we've had just like a handful, I'd say a handful of people have come in to be a coach who are like, I want to create a brand new profile. I can promise you they're not on this call right now. Nobody on this call came in and was like, I made a whole new brand new profile and I am now killing it as a coach. Because when you make a brand new profile and you're using it solely for Beachbody, people look at that and they're like, there's a sales page. They don't see the person behind it anymore. They now know that this is for business. You know what I mean? And unless they are very specifically looking like out there searching for a fitness coach, they're not going to follow that page. They want to connect with you as a person and see what you're doing and see what you're all about. You are not Beachbody. Beachbody is just something you do. People are not signing up with you to buy something. They're signing up with you because of who you are, how you connect with them, and how they think you can help them get to their fitness goals or business goals or whatever it is that maybe they just want to be your friend. But okay. Photos, some photo taking tips. We've talked about this before, but I'm going to say this again. Windows are your best friend. Windows and natural light are your best friend. And if it's dark, having bright light in your face is your best friend. So look at Taylor right now. This is the best example I have right now. Look at Taylor. Look how dark her face is, right? Because all the light is behind her. All of the light is behind her right now. So her face is super shadowed, just because that's her phone is at her wall and the light's behind her. If she turned around, grab your phone and turn around for 1 second. Now look at the light. Okay. Light's in her face now. And now she's all bright and shiny. So just a little tip. Same with you, Lori. Do the same thing. Lori's face is really dark. Turn around, look at the light. And now the light is completely different. The lighting is completely different. So whenever you're taking photos, you want the light in front of you. Same goes for being outside in the sun. Same goes for just daylight in general. You want the daylight as much in your face as possible. Also, if you're in your home and I have this entry from my window. I have a window right here that's really good for light. I take pictures here often. But if my front door is open, I've got this bright light coming in right behind me, which then is like a catch-22. So I have to always make sure that door is shut when I'm taking pictures here, or it's like, it just shadows me out. So just be mindful of the light around you, because that's going to completely change the brightness of your photo. And even with editing, you're not going to be able to brighten a photo that has a bright light behind you. Because it won't work. So always try to have light in your face. And then if you're taking photos, I just recommend just sticking, if you don't have a ring light or something, which a ring light's great, but you can always tell it's a ring light. So number one best friend is put your phone directly in the window. See that windowsill right there? I literally stick my phone in that windowsill or anywhere else in my house, but I use the windowsills. Literally just stick my phone in the windowsill, stand back and take my photos. I do the same thing in my daughter's room. My daughter's room is really bright and good for pictures, but find your sweet spots of where you have good lighting, and then clean up that space and have like a good spot to go take pictures. And then when you build your dream home, just think about what you need, what lighting you need, just all white, bright lights. Just that's how you build your dream home do it for the Instagram. Oh, I don't use the flash. You use flash? Jamie says use flash. You could
Yeah.
try
I have
that.
a window, like a wall that is like entirely windows. And so all the light comes in, but then I have a timer and I make sure my phone is like not on selfie mode, and
Okay.
then blast the flash, and then I'll check it. That's how I do all my transformation pictures.
That is a dream home, Heather. Where do you live?
I live in Amelia, Virginia,
Okay.
way out in the middle of the country. Actually, very close to Dana.
Okay. Okay, other picture taking tips. When you're taking photos, try not to do the same photo more than like the same photo pose more than like 2 times in a row. Like don't do it twice in a row. So if you like took a workout selfie, your next photo should not be a selfie. Okay. Do like a different photo. And when you're looking at your Instagram grid, you want to try to like not have here. I'm going to pull up Instagram. Wonder if there's anybody on here whose Instagram I can say like, this is why, like give an example. So when you're looking at your Instagram grid, you want to make sure you don't have like transformation on top of transformation or like transformation next to transformation. You kind of have a variety of pictures, right? But having said that, you want to have a transformation in every scroll. So here I have transformation. There should be a transformation within every scroll. And look at this. Oh, I do there. Okay. I was about to say, I don't even. So like every time you scroll, like a big scroll, there should be a transformation photo. So people know what you're doing. There should be in every scroll, there should be something business related, something fitness related, something life related in a transformation, and then whatever else you want. But like those things need to be repetitive in your mix, right? So that people understand that those things are what you have to offer. And then this is just kind of, you can kind of see like the colors here. Actually, let me see if I can get back on Zoom and share again. Okay, you can just kind of see the colors that I have going on here. They kind of go together, right? It's kind of all the same like hues, the blues, the whites, the yellows, they're all the same kind of like family of colors. So figure out what works for you. Also, I do have boy children, although they don't like to take pictures with me. So people only think I have a daughter sometimes, but it's fine. She's my favorite and everybody knows it. But figure out what colors you want. What colors do you want to like be your main focuses? I like the blues and I like the like oranges. So figure out what you want and kind of just build your feed with that. Make sense? Anyone have questions about that? Variety of photos, lots of transformation pictures, one in every scroll. You can have a rhyme or reason to your grid if you want to. I know some coaches have like, they do quotes or they do reels, like every so many posts is a reel, or like their whole right side of their feed is reels, or they've got quotes every 5th picture. You can make it a pattern if you want to. I don't have time for that. I've done it before. I've gone through phases. If I scroll back far enough, I've gone through phases where I've had like a pattern, but it just didn't last. So kind of figure out what you want, and you can always change it. You can like have the same thing for like 50 posts and then be like, you know what, I'm going to go like I'm in a dark phase and like go through dark photos or whatever it is you want to do. If you scroll through mine far enough, you'll see lots of phases. But next thing, well, anything else about pictures before we move on to a whole new topic? Girl, you don't need to study anything. Just start sharing. Just start sharing your pregnancy, sharing how you're feeling, sharing what you're eating, what you're not eating, what you're not feeling. Like the self-care you're giving yourself, like the funny parts of being pregnant with a bunch of kids, the things your kids are saying, the things you're worrying about, like share all of it. Your pregnancy journey, is Dana still on here? Yeah, she is. But your pregnancy journey is like one of the best things that could happen to your Beachbody business. When I had Abigail, not only did everybody was super interested in my pregnancy, but then I had a baby and like a million people liked every one of my photos of my child. So I used her all the time for social media content. And then girl, you're going to have a fitness transformation. Like you're going to have a comeback, especially if you're staying fit through this pregnancy, you'll like come back and like people are going to be super excited about that. So share all the things. I definitely will not have a baby. I've considered another one just for my business. Like when things get stagnant, I'm like, maybe I should just have a baby. We all have other problems. That's really funny. So the next thing we're going to chat about then is I'm going to share my screen, but a different thing. I have what I call the color wheel. In the chat box, if you've done this before, say, this is my favorite thing in the whole world, and say you've done this before. If you've never done it, get ready to make your life easier. I hate not being able to see you guys. Okay, I made it so I can see you both. So this is the color wheel. The purpose of this color wheel, and I'll give you guys all the template for this in 1 second so you guys can all make your own, is to think about this color wheel is meant to be the purpose of like all the things you can share about on social media. So when you're sitting there being like, what am I even going to share about today? I've like posted everything lately. All my posts are the same thing. This is the opportunity for you to like kind of brainstorm, like what makes you you? What makes your beautiful rainbow you? All the colors of your rainbow. So for me, the things I have on there, I love to travel. I love all the toddler things. Like today we did marshmallow Play-Doh. We made Play-Doh out of marshmallows. Picky eater foods, home projects. I'm a C-section mom. My workouts, matching outfits with my kids, messy marriage, diastasis recti, coaching, shopping deals, family. Like are all different topics that I could have a million topics within each of all of those things too, right? So when I'm sitting there being like, what have I not posted about in a minute? I can just look at my color wheel and pick a topic and go from there. Does that make sense? And who's done this before? Raise your hands if you've made a color wheel before. Ashley and Monica and Katie. Oh, there's a few of you. Stephanie has. Okay. So I'm going to give this to you. You don't necessarily have to do it right now, but I'm going to give you guys, I'm going to make a template. All right, pull this. I'm putting it in the chat box. Pull this link out. So you have it. This is a template. You'll have it right in Canva. You can just edit it right there. So that way, when you're sitting there stuck in that, like, well, what am I going to take a picture of today? Or what am I going to post about today? You can just pick something off your color wheel. It's just going to get you thinking outside of the box so that you're not posting workout all day, like every day, right? Because people want to know more about you than just the fact that you do a workout. People are choosing you to be their coach because of who you are, not just because you do your workout, right? Unless you're some like massive transformation and you're like, I don't care what else you do, I just need to do that. Which that might be your platform then. Questions about the color wheel? All right, questions about anything else? That was what I had on the agenda for tonight. So anything we talked about or anything else going on? Any questions or anything personal in your businesses? What do you guys got? Nothing? Everybody's in Success Club, everybody's business is thriving, and everybody is going to be on stage at Summit.
Tomorrow's going to be like my first big day of doing stuff. So I feel like I'll probably have questions tomorrow.
I'm sure you will. Lori just signed up to be a coach yesterday and just did her getting started right call today. So she is a new coach on the team. She is in the gut protocol group with me and already inspiring people. And she takes direction really well. Just saying. Told her to do something and she went and did it. Nobody? Nothing else?
I was just gonna say, maybe we can talk about like when we're starting Fire and Flow, since that's an up and coming thing.
Yep. And I'm pretty sure that that's going to be main topic next week. I was thinking 2 topics for next week because we have a diamond call tomorrow. So we as leaders will be talking tomorrow, but talking next week about free groups and Fire and Flow. So I'm thinking hold on, let me look at the calendar. June 6th, sorry, June 6th as a kickoff date for Fire and Flow. As a network, that's pretty much what everybody's doing. The other coaches and such. June 13th, I'm fine with that too.
Yeah, I think the 13th will get us to Joel's program, or at least closer to that one.
Just, I'm not done the work until then, I don't think. And then I think customer release is the 7th. So I was just gonna give it like a week. I know it's like a long time from PC to customer to start, but I was gonna do the 13th, I think.
That's fine by me. We can do the 13th. Yeah, that's why I think we'll talk more about that. Like, let's meet as a leader group first and make our plan, and then we'll totally relay it to everybody. But Fire and Flow is coming out. So the way that if you're new to this and you haven't been through a launch with us, there's new programs launched about quarterly. So when we have a new program launch, we try to rally the whole team to get on board with the launch because there's just this fire and momentum around a launch. So we get everybody excited. We get all of our customers, all of our people that we already have ready to do this new program because they see us doing it and they want to do what we're doing. So we all get on board, we do a new program together, but then all of our marketing is all of us. So it's like not just me saying, oh, I'm doing this program and I'm out there by myself, like with trying to like market this. As a team, we are all talking about it. So people are seeing it all over the place and we're tagging each other in stories and we're doing all the things. So the marketing is just a force when we have a new program launch. So that is the plan with Fire and Flow. Fire and Flow, do you guys know what it is? Fire and Flow is, most of you do, yeah. So Fire and Flow is going to be a 30-day program. I was in the test group for it. Melissa was in the test group for it. It is, Steph, you were in the test group too? Yeah. And it's 3 days of fire and 3 days of flow every week. So fire is like high intensity strength, cardio, HIIT training. It's with Jericho. She is a firecracker. And you've got it. If you've done MM100, it's similar to MM100, a little bit more weights, a little bit more strength, but it's a fast upbeat workout. And then the flow workouts, I called it like strength yoga. Like it's like yoga with weights, but it's not. It's just a flow because you can't even call it a yoga move because by the time you're doing the move, you're doing something else. It's just like it's a flow workout. It's slow, fluid movements with weights. It's not bar, it's not yoga, it's not Pilates. It's just flow and it's really good. So she, in my opinion, made the program. This program was designed to be a program that is mind, body, and spirit, and it truly is. The way that Elise talks to you through the program, when she talked in her program bar, I was kind of like annoyed. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like a Pinterest board is what it felt like. She was just like reading off this Pinterest board. But in this program, she really just like talks about like the reality of hard circumstances in life, and she just talks to you in a way that is so relatable. And like, I definitely cried in more than one workout because she just kind of like hits you where you need to hear, and like you feel what you need to feel in the moments. It's a program for everyone. It's a program for people that are already athletic and pushing to be like more mobile, more like stronger, leaner, better mobility, any of that. But it's also a program for people who just need to slow down and take a minute for themselves. So that's my opinion on it. If anybody else in the task group wants to share theirs, you're welcome to. Steph, Melissa.
I literally said before I started this program that I would rather gouge my eyes out with spoons than do yoga. And I had all the bad feels about it and I was trying not to, but it was just amazing. Like I learned so much about myself. The first couple of days she would ask you like find something about yourself that you love, and I couldn't even think of one thing that I liked about myself. And that's when I realized that I really had a problem. But not just leaving you with that problem. Like by the end of the workout, you felt like you had identified a problem and you're going to implement a way to change that, whatever that problem was. So you felt inspired, you felt encouraged, you didn't feel down in the dumps when you were done. There was days where I really looked forward to the flow, which I honestly couldn't believe. It was kind of like therapy. And the journal, oh my gosh, like if you're really doing what you're supposed to be doing, and I challenge you to follow along with it and write out the things that you're supposed to be doing, you will learn so much about yourself. So I was obsessed with it. I can't wait to do it again. And I saw huge changes. I love weightlifting. So I was kind of like, this isn't going to help me. This isn't going to change my body. It leaned me out so much. I couldn't even believe it.
So you guys that have done it, as far as pushing it to our markets, to our folks, like, is this appropriate for beginner type folks, or do you really need to be more intermediate?
It could be for both. You just have to use lower weights and you have to just focus. Like it was hard for me because like I feel like I'm in really good physical shape, but like I said, I'm more of a cardio junkie and I love to lift weights, but this was challenging for me because I finally realized why I don't like yoga, because it's hard.
It's definitely
like,
for both.
I thought I was so strong, and then I couldn't do it. Like I couldn't balance.
I thought it was, but I was like, why
because
haven't done it? So I don't know. So. Thank you for sharing.
On the like the flow days they're challenging because it's really different, unlike anything else I've ever experienced, and it is like very lengthening and leans you out sort of thing. But I think it's for beginners and advanced alike, because for beginners especially, it's going to keep someone new to fitness really motivated, because you have one really hard day and then one like, it's not that it's not hard, because like I said, they were challenging movements with the weights, but it's just a nice healthy balance. And then of course the days, and they're both trainers are awesome and super motivating, but especially with Elise, who like sometimes I kind of rolled my eyes up, but she really did tap into all those things you need to hear when you want to try to stick with something. So it was very like self-care oriented. So it kind of like
the second or third last day, I was literally on the floor crying. Like it was so moving. And I told you how I felt about her at the beginning. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, and then I was just like, every day I felt like I was growing closer and closer with her, like, and then by the end, I was just like, I couldn't believe it was over. And I was just so deeply moved by it.
There was a few times I would like rewind whatever was said to like listen to it again. But
I did that.
Yeah. And so we had a call Monday with them, and they were explaining like the supplements. So Energize and Recover are what's recommended for this program, but Energize is recommended on fire days and Recover is recommended on flow days. So they have it like you take one each day. So I thought that was interesting. That's the first time they've ever done a program like that. And you should be seeing a lot more from them. They've got a lot of content coming up. They're going to do some fun activities where if you get, they were going to do some things where like, if you get 2 people enrolled with challenge packs within the first launch week, you get to do a live workout with them. There's going to be a lot of different things we'll have access to as the launch comes out. So we'll have more information on that coming. The mental health part is, yes, there's journaling every day and it's really fun. And the journal comes with the program. And it also has just the way there's meditate. It's not even like meditation. It's just like breathing and thought work within your program. So with Elise, like she sits there at the end and she's like, breathe in this and breathe out that. And she'll like walk you through like breathing. And it's just so good. It's so good, guys. And I'm not someone to meditate. I am not someone to do yoga. And it's so good. I'm not even one to usually do the cool down. And this program is just so
Me
good.
too. She like forced me to do all the things that I hate. I was like, it's not so bad.
So get ready for this. Get your people excited for this. Like it's definitely going to be a game-changing program for a lot of people. Even if you think you're like, this is not the program I need. I don't need this right now. This isn't for me in this time of my fitness journey or my life. It probably is, because I felt that way too. Exactly. So they're gathering so they just asked all the test group participants to give a mental transformation from the program rather than like a physical transformation, so that you guys can be sharing those too. So they're gathering all of that and we'll be able to give that to you as well. We're trying to focus on that a little bit more with all the test groups. Less try these clothes on and try them on again in 30 days, because in 30 days, how much a transformation can you possibly have that is healthy? So we're trying to get away from that in a 30-day program and more on like, how do you feel? How do you like more of the other changes that are happening, not just how are your bowel movements? How are you feeling? How is your skin? How are you sleeping? All of those types of things that are even just as important as does your dress fit?
Just to add on to that really quick, my aunt today was super frustrating. She was like, I don't understand why you're doing this. You look great. And I was like, it's not about how I look. Why don't you understand? Like, I can move. I don't feel 80 anymore, trying to explain it to her. She was still just like, well, I just think you look great.
Yeah, people don't understand it. Like even my dad to this day, I do 1 30-minute workout a day. And you guys, if you know me, you know I'm not like die hard, going hard, every rep kind of person to begin with. But my dad will call me and don't overdo it. Don't you be overdoing it. I'm like, I'm okay, Dad. Like, I'm good.
Minus the fact that you're awake super early in the morning, I think you're okay.
Feel a little crazy for that. I won't lie. I took a nap today. Melissa, I added you to the diamond chat. I don't know why you weren't in there, but you're in there now. And we're planning to do a diamond call tomorrow morning at 5:15. Set your alarm, babe. On the link that Rachel stuck in the chat. So we do that, just so you guys know. Another reason to push for diamond is we do some smaller team call, like just brainstorming calls, working calls with the diamond coaches. We weren't doing it consistently, but we're going to try to do it a little bit more consistently now, where we can just brainstorm ideas and help you build your own teams rather than me taking the lead on every team call. Like give you guys a chance to kind of start your own thing. If a 5:15 a.m. call isn't motivating you, you need to start getting up earlier. All right. Anything else so you guys want to mention or talk about before we jump off?
How do I access the things that you posted in the chat once this call is gone?
You can't. So save what you need to save now.
Thanks.
I can always
copy and paste it into my messenger and send it to myself, or like a group that you're talking to within this group or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, are you guys talking about the Canva link for the color wheel? I'll put that in the Sweat Squad coach chat right now. But I don't think I posted anything else in there, did I? I put the link to that in the Sweat Squad coach chat. But if there's ever anything, one of us has it still, and we'll just send it to you after the call if you need it. I like to put them in like my notes section or something like that, just so I have it during the call. Reminder, if you are signed up for Riviera Maya, you have until June 15th, I think, to get 15, I think, Success Club points this year. Is that the number? I don't even know.
The end of like June 30th.
June 30th to have 15, or is it 25?
15. I think it's 20 by September. I'm giving myself an earlier deadline, so I'm not playing that jump, but
Okay, so you have this month and next month to make sure you get all the Success Club points you need, or they will revoke your invite and you will lose your $300. You know exactly who I'm talking to. I know you know I'm talking to you. So you need to get some Success Club points. You know I'm talking to you. Because you'll lose your deposit. And that's stupid. So make sure we do that. And I want you in Mexico.
Before we leave, I just wanted to say it's gonna be Britt Baker's birthday up in here,
On Thursday.
right? In a couple of days. Happy
On
birthday,
Thursday.
Britt.
Happy birthday, Lovey.
made
Love.
it.
Happy
Thir-
birthday.
35, that's like 5 from 40.
You're so old.
I'm gonna be 47 on Saturday. Yeah, I was like,
Aw.